welcome back to Something Unlimited Gotham. Killer Frost exits the elevator with you and looks around. Swallow watches closely as you approach her in the middle of the floor. We won't be needing anything except privacy. Of course, sir. She heads off to the other side of one of the dark pillars. Killer Frost struts over with a wide grin on her face. Now this is quite the exclusive area you have here. I keep forgetting this isn't the Killer Frost we're used to, so it throws me off. He's just bringing them from different dimensions, left and right. You smile and nod your head at her. I am pretty jealous. I guess being Lex Luthor has its perks. It is something you could get used to. Killer Frost smirks with a lustful look. I want to get used to this. You look her over with a severe stare. Did you know that I worked for Cadmus? She gave you a confused smile. Cadmus? What's that supposed to mean? It was Amanda Waller's special research unit. Killer Frost glares at you with an icy frown. Waller? If I ever see that bitch again. I had seen your file when I was there, that's how I knew. You were in her Task Force X. She clenches her teeth at that name. I got out because of her little Suicide Squad, but I'll do anything not to go back to that again. God, those movies sucked. I couldn't resist. Oh, and we aren't even talking about the game, Lexi. Trust me, at this point I'm with you on that. I also have a grudge against Waller. I miss when Waller was fat, man. The Wall is frightening, isn't she? Killer Frost grins wide and... Don't do this when I just wake up. Killer Frost grins wide and shifts her hips. Then we can help each other out, Lex. I can't return to prison, but I'm not getting a job like some regular idiot. She struts up closer to you and runs her hand up your suit. I came here looking for a big spender to take me in. You look her over with a calculated grin on your face. I see, and what would you be doing for me? Killer Frost licks her lips with a sinful smile. I'll be your whore, of course. I've heard about your harem and I want in. I'm tired of pulling stupid heists and nonsense like that. The next time I go to prison, Waller will have me in there for years. At best, I'm dead meat on one of her crazy missions. I'd rather be alive meat in a nice, cozy lifestyle. A very interesting offer, my dear. Let us use tonight as a tryout of sorts. Killer Frost smirks and sticks out her chest. That I can do. We'll start slow and enjoy ourselves. She grins and rubs your arm again. Oh, I'm all about enjoyment. She brushes her hair with her hand and adjusts her skimpy dress. Well, how was that? You look her over with a controlled smile. It was very entertaining. It was a very entertaining start to this relationship, dear. Killer Frost makes a salacious smirk as you look down at her. Yeah, and we are just starting out. There's a lot of night to go, and I intend to prove my value. You nod at her with a crooked smile. Good. That is the right attitude, my dear. I should return to the party, but we will meet again. Killer Frost grins and nods in agreement. Yes, sir. See you later. She slowly strides toward the elevator, shifting her hips from side to side. You watch her head down as Swallow emerges from the shadows. She struts up with her hands behind her back. Is there anything I can help you with, sir? No, I'm heading back to the lounge for now. Very good. I'll be here. You walk off towards the elevator as Swallow follows your steps with her eyes. The elevator descends and she looks around the booth. Her eyes shift from side to side and then she moves into the darkness again. That went well. Alright, so... who's at the bar? Two-Face, Roxy, Red Claw. We should concentrate on one set of girls, but I'm not sure if the dialogue in this are different. So I'm actually curious about that. So nobody's there. Roxy Rocket is drinking over by the bar as you walk up. She struts over with a grin across her face. Well, well, just who I was looking for. You give her a curious look as she smiles widely. I've heard a rumor that you're trying to move in on Gotham. You give her a smirk and shrug your shoulders. I am expanding my operation capacity and exploring new opportunities, that's all. Roxy nods her head with a sarcastic motion. I see, I see. Sounds like corpos speak for a turf war to me. You frown at her for a moment and let out a sigh. Think what you will, then. I'd just like to get in on the side of the winning team. Roxy struts over to you with a salacious grin. I burnt most of the bridges I had here anyway. But I can get in the good graces of a new boss in town early. You look her over with a broad smile on your face. Yes, that is being very proactive. Plus, it'd be nice to have some protection from Pengy and the other psychos here. I'm sure I can arrange something. You give her a stern look as you glance at her body, though I would need a return on such an investment. Roxy smirks and adjusts her goggles. You don't need any cash, so what did you have in mind? I could use some entertainment. Her eyes light up and she licks her lips. Now that does sound exciting. I have a private booth over by the pillars. Roxy looks you over and nods with a smile. An audition, then. Oh, that I'm used to, at least. Excellent. You can meet me over there in a while. I still have some people to talk to. Of course I'll be there. But first I need to get some more drinks. Roxy quickly struts off towards the bar again. She shakes her ass from side to side as she walks away from you. You scan around the lounge for a moment to see who's there. Alright, so really quick, I'm actually curious if you can interact with Swallow. You step out of the elevator and walk across the polished floor. Swallow is standing at attention, waiting off to the side. Welcome back, sir. Is your evening going well? You look her up and down for a moment and smile. Yeah, I'm having quite a nice time tonight. Swallow bows her head with a slight nod. That's good to hear, sir. Is there anything I can help you with? You think to yourself for a moment. I don't actually drink alcohol. The kitchen can make anything if you're interested in a snack, sir. Not at the moment. Maybe later? You look over her tight costume again with a smirk. I could use some entertainment, though. How about a dance? Swallow looks briefly shocked and recovers. Of course, sir. She quickly walks over to the right in front of the table. You should relax on the couch, sir. Ah, an excellent idea. You sit down and put your hands behind your head. She stretches her arms and takes a wide stance. Swallow raises her hands over her head and looks back at you. She sways her hips as her long black hair flows around. Her tight costume shows off her well-toned body. You watch her ass cheeks bounce around in her gray stockings. Swallow smiles at you as she sways her hips from side to side. Is this to your liking, sir? She arches her back and thrusts her hips back and forth. Her round ass bounces to the rhythm of the music. A small string of dark fabric runs between them. You relax on the couch as Swallow dances away. Her long black hair swings around behind her. Very nice, my dear. Swallow grins as her ass cheeks shudder and shake. Thank you, sir. As the song finishes, she begins to slow down. You stand up again and adjust your suit. Swallow walks over in front of you as she catches her breath. Well done, my dear. I'll make sure you get a generous tip after tonight. Thank you, sir. I hope you were entertained. You look her up and down at her body for a moment. I'll return to the main party. Of course, sir. I'll be here whenever you need something. Swallow smirks with a mischievous smile. You walk over the elevator and step into it. It goes down as Swallow watches you go. Montoya frowns and lets out a sigh. This is gonna be a long night. I should keep an eye on what I can. She walks over close to the edge and looks down. All of the people are milling around on the main floor as she watches. Okay, now people are on the dance floor. Two-Face leisurely struts over to you from the bar. He is by himself this time and looks you over. So, what's the deal? And Luthor, you give him a confused look for a moment. The deal with what exactly? Two-Face sneers and scoffs at you. Don't give me that kind of answer. A guy like you ain't coming to a place like Gotham for no reason. You smirk and shrug your shoulders. You're still very deductive, Harvey. Two-Face growls at you with his gravelly voice. Don't ever call me that. I'm Two-Face, you got it? Very well. I'm simply taking a little vacation, that's all. He looks you over again with a sarcastic grin. Yeah, right. Two-Face flips his coin and catches it out in the air. I'll be watching for you a more permanent occupation here. You frown at him with a stern glare. What happened to your girls? Two-Face looks around for a moment and shrugs. Who knows with those two? Broads'll never understand. He snarls again with his face all twisted up. I just got my eye watching you, Luthor. He tosses the coin and catches it, then looks down at it and checks it. Bad side. Better watch your back. Two-Face slowly strides back to the bar and looks at the drinks. The bartender gives him a shot of something and he drinks it down in one gulp. You look around the lounge to see what else is happening. Alright. Sugar and Spice strut across the floor towards you. They stop with a mischievous grin on their faces. You frown for a moment as you look them over. I thought we had agreed to meet over by the elevators. Spice sneers at you with a crooked smirk. We'll do what we want. Right now we want to dance. Sugar looks concerned as she fidgets with her feather boa. Oh, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. We'll be over there just right after the next song, promise. Spice nods with confidence. Yeah, calm your ass down, Luthor. You give them both a wide smile. I was simply checking in. You can enjoy your dancing. Spice pulls Sugar out onto the dance floor once more. You frown as you watch them start to shake their hips. You check your watch and then look around the area. Okay, so this is where we're going to leave off. So we'll see what Roxy Rocket does next time. So if you want to see more, check out the Patreon and subscribe star for uncut videos. And become a member for early access. Also check out my shop for lots of awesome items. Bye, guys.